In the heart of summer 1942, residents of Lafayette, Indiana, were gripped by a dramatic and concerning crime wave. Over 6 weeks, more than 50 crimes unfolded, including vehicular theft, burglary, and assault, leaving a community perpetually on edge. This menacing wave reached its crescendo when Mary Soller, 72, and her sister-in-law were rudely awakened by an intruder who assaulted Mary and robbed her. Shocked and injured, she was left to recover as detectives pieced together the web of crimes connected to a string of burglaries across the city. A pivotal moment came on June 30th when Mrs. Frances Knopf, while attending to household chores, unfortunately crossed paths with a masked burglar wielding a firearm. Her terrifying encounter added to the urgency of apprehending the criminal minds behind these acts. The breakthrough came not long after, linking these crimes to 2 brothers, Floyd and Robert Loveless, whose lives of adversity and early brushes with the law painted bleak futures. The brothers' involvement in such a series of crimes despite their young ages pointed to deeper societal failures in addressing juvenile delinquency. The tables turned with the brothers' capture, unraveling the distressing history of Floyd's involvement. His eventual confessions revealed unsettling truths of life marred by early loss and failed systems meant to reform juvenile offenders. Sentenced to a juvenile school, what was meant to be a path to rehabilitation turned into another chapter of sorrow. Aided by another delinquent, Floyd escaped only to entangle himself further in crime, ultimately altering lives forever. As Floyd and David Klein drove west, fleeing their past and present failures, they found solace only in each other's flawed companionship until realities tore them apart near Elko, Nevada. The fateful decision to steal a truck belonging to a well-known local marked the beginning of the end. Unfortunate events led Floyd to a confrontation with Constable Adolph Berning, whose life ended tragically at the hands of desperation. Floyd's impromptu flight of struggle for freedom spiraled into chaos, leaving a once respected law officer fatally wounded. Floyd's capture was swift, yet it reflected the systemic inefficiencies and societal views towards crime and punishment. Tried swiftly, his pleas of ignorance about Berning's identity, coupled with the foregrounding of his juvenile status, underscored a national discourse on justice, crime, and morality. Despite a rare second trial and fleeting hopes of redemption, judicial systems focused sharply on deterrence rather than understanding. As Nevada prepared for one of its most controversial executions, conversations on youth, crime, and reform reached a fever pitch. Loveless's path from petty crimes to capital punishment demonstrated profound complexities in managing juvenile crime through punitive measures. His execution by gas chamber brought closure to some, while others viewed it as a stark reflection of failed interventions and opportunities to redirect youthful indiscretions. In death, Floyd Loveless returned not to the punitive landscapes of Nevada's prison yard, but to his roots in Indiana. Laid to rest by his mother's side, his story serves as a narrative of lost potential, questioning the line between justice served and humanity's compassion. The somber ending speaks volumes of 1944 societal constructs, highlighting a dire need for reform in understanding juvenile offenders, not merely as criminals, but individuals capable of profound change.